Hey my good friends, Sam Haymart with TestDrivenTV. Recently I had the chance to test drive the redesigned 2022 Toyota GR86 with the new 2.4 liter engine. So it's in the garage. We're going to have a look under the hood and outline all the major technical features as well as the do-it-yourself maintenance service points. For 2022, the Toyota GR86 and the Subaru BRZ was given a larger evolution of the venerable horizontally opposed boxer naturally aspirated four-cylinder engine. Now with a larger bore of 94 millimeters up from 86, the engine now displaces 2,387 cc's, 2.4 liters. This brings output up from the old 2-liter engine, now 228 horsepower from 205. Torque increases too, from 156 now to a maximum 184 pound-feet of torque when matched to the manual transmission. Best of all, the torque peak comes on lower in the RPM range at 3,700 RPM instead of the 6,600 RPM as before. That's huge. Its additional power comes from not only the increase in displacement, but a significantly revised intake and exhaust tract and improvements to the Toyota D4S dual fuel injection system, which employs both port and direct fuel injection. The direct injection provides a cooling effect on the cylinders, which allows the engine to use a high 12.5:1 compression ratio for maximum power. Port fuel injection comes into play during light to medium loads for more efficiency. Maintenance is straightforward, with all the major fluids and service points easily found and accessible. The 12-volt battery is located at the passenger side firewall. The ECU can be found just ahead of it between the engine and the strut tower. The main fuse box is at the front passenger side of the engine compartment, easily accessed by popping a couple clips. A handy fuse removal tool is included inside. Checking and filling the engine coolant is done at the passenger side front of the engine compartment just to the left of the radiator at the white plastic tank with yellow cap. The yellow handle dipstick to check the oil is easily seen at the passenger side front of the engine. Just to the right of the dipstick on the driver's side of the engine is the oil filter mounted on the top of the engine for easy access, as well as the oil filler cap. I love that. Moving ahead to the right, you will find the windshield washer fluid reservoir with a yellow cap. The large air filter box can be found at the front of the engine compartment, easily accessed to check and change the filter by popping a few clips. There's a quick video on how to do that linked down below in the information section. Checking the brake fluid is done at the usual location at the driver's side firewall at the reservoir mounted atop a conventional brake cylinder and vacuum power booster setup. Other items of note around the engine compartment are the beefy strut tower braces that span the compartment between them and the firewall. This adds strength and torsional rigidity. Because of the engine's forward location, you can easily see the transmission looking down behind it. Looking down the front of the engine, you can see an artfully routed single serpentine belt for all of the accessory components. The ABS control unit can be found at the driver's side front of the engine compartment, just ahead of the strut tower. There you go for under the hood of the redesigned 2022 Toyota GR86 and Subaru BRZ similar. I gotta tell you, that torque curve being lower in the RPM range makes all the difference in how this car drives. The extra horsepower not bad either. Now, that said, you can see our test drive of this car right there on our partner channel, TestDrivenTV. You've probably heard of it. You can also subscribe to TD TV Garage right there if you like the technical stuff. Either way, stay tuned.